Sounds like another voice on the back of that. Can you hear me? Okay. This is confession booth. Confessions of an old man. Trying to do his thing. Happy Friday. So what we decided to do was practice makes perfect. And I hope nobody else gets offended by any of the content. You know what I mean? It's just an opinion.
Dog, motherfucker. All right, hello. Hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? So what I have here is a few questions. And today what we're going to talk about is this weird ass painting. Man, this thing freaks me out. Hold on, guys. It sounds like my phone is hooked into. It sounds like my phone's hooked into another phone service. Sounds like there's somebody on the other side crying to his girl. Weird. Anyways, my point here is this. Let's see if this works real quick for my audio. Put this in. Hello? All right. Okay, so this is today's subject. This painting. Can you see what it looks like? It's kind of backwards right there, but let's see. Look a little clearer. The light is in it. Anyways, this painting right here was I had painted another. I had painted a picture one day of the Lord for Easter because I was, it's like I wanted to show some appreciation. So sometimes I feel like, hey, if I paint the cross and then I paint my Lord an extreme depiction, then it'll express more, his pain and suffering that he went through. Because that's the one thing that we hardly get to remember is the pain and suffering that Jesus went through. It's been kind of watered down. So I really truly wanted to make the painting graphic. So I painted the skeleton, the tendons, the ribs, the bones, the joints, and then I layered it with the veins and then all his wounds, and I put flesh on it, and so that I even put the spear in his lung, and I went through the whole course. I went all the way down to sticking a crown of thorns on his forehead. So that's what I'll show you right now. And if anybody was to ever be listening, I just wanted to know: is this acceptable? Is this gross? I mean, would you freak out or think that I'm sacrilegious or I'm making fun of God? I don't know, because I don't really talk about it too much. But I feel like we should nowadays because, this virus and all kinds of life situations are wiping my family out, my friends out, and it's just been a real weird couple of years, you know. And so I feel like maybe that's the reason why, is because I didn't have enough faith, and I'm not close enough to the Lord. So I painted a picture of him, and I wrapped him in 3 different cloths, and I got 3 different faces, but one painting. I didn't touch none of them. And I haven't been grateful, you know. I'm one of those kind of people that are grateful for the elders in my family. I was grateful for my grandma, grateful for my great grandpa, grateful for my aunts and uncles, grateful for my cousins. You know, I've always been respectful to my elders, man. And now they're all getting wiped out. And I'm like, man, I told myself when I was younger that, dude, you better not be the people that abandon those seniors that you were always adopting. You better make sure that you're next to your parents. Well, I never really understood their side of it, like the kids side that take people to the elderly home and drop them off, or have somebody else take care of them while they're living their own life. I never really understood the in-depth meaning to behind, or their, not meaning, their 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 intentions by that, like, this person raised you, until I started going through it, working around um, both sides more often as I got older. And then I noticed that the kids that take care of their parents that don't need me are the parents that had their children at an older age. If you have your children at a young age, they're in the prime of their life, and then they dump you off so things can be right. And there it is. So as we start to say, oh, well, grandma and grandpa got abandoned, these people live alone. Yeah, that's because they had kids when they were a kid. And so then you grow up and you become best buddies with them. And then they lose that older person's respect. It's like, if I had my child at 41, she's going to end up taking care of me because she knows me, she loves me, she'll look up to me, she'll think, oh, not a well, but I respect my parents because they're older. And that's what happened, you know, in older generations, and, you know, through the past, is most folks had children when they were older. And that's why they were able to take care of them, because the respect was there. Parents got old, and they needed help, and the children were there, and they weren't friends. They were respect, you know, and honor, and they did for me. And then they see him in a different light. They don't see him as a friend. Oh, well, fuck you, then. My mom